race was on.
Here we go, folks, the Open Street Luge World Downhill Skateboarding Championship.
Abdelmajid is dominating at the front
Into turn number 5, beautiful pass. Oh, huge crash there, David Frager. Colby Parks almost making contact. Oh no, Hanegraaff is down. Side by side. Marco Menino from Italy grabs it on the line. Unbelievable racing. Let's go!
Excelente y maravilloso evento.
Particular.
Salvador, increíble.
Salvador, thank you so much.
All season long, riders chased speed across 4 continents, down legendary roads, through crashes, comebacks, and career-defining moments. Now, it all comes down to one final stop. Welcome to Tamanique, El Salvador, the 5th and final round of the 2025 World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. After an unforgettable season of racing, the WDSC World Tour reaches its conclusion in El Salvador, a place that didn't just host a race, but embraced the sport. From accommodating riders in El Tunco, a surfer's paradise, to a custom-built race village in the lush mountains of Tamanique that was second to none, El Salvador provided the perfect backdrop and an energy that carried from sunrise to long after sunset.
Government of El Salvador has really stepped up and thrown in everything to make this event a great success. With a lot of support from riders from all over the world, the competition here is very intense, and yeah, I think everyone, including myself, are very excited to be here.
It's been a really wild event so far. The welcome that we've received from the El Salvadorian people is incredible. The racing is going to absolutely be off the hook.
Driven by the Ministry of Tourism and hosted by the Ministry of Public Works and Transport, the event was further elevated with the participation of the Office of the President of El Salvador. One of the fastest growing economies in Central America, El Salvador is home to nearly 7 million people, bordering Honduras and Guatemala with its capital city, San Salvador, at its core. Where the mountains meet the Pacific Ocean, El Salvador has developed a strong and growing surf community, making it one of the best spots in the region to ride waves and roads. With the breathtaking natural beauty of Tamanique waterfalls, the crater lakes of Coatepeque, and the volcanic landscapes of Santa Ana and El Boquerón, El Salvador continues to stand out. As the first country in the world to officially adopt Bitcoin and easily accessible with direct flights from across the Americas, El Salvador offers welcoming people, a vibrant culture, and is truly a must-visit destination. This year, with an incredible level of participation, 124 athletes from 17 nations arrived in Tamanique to take on the 2.2-kilometer course. The extremely steep and winding course combined high-speed turns with highly technical sections designed to challenge riders across all categories.
It's very hard to memorize where to be and when, and on luge you're so low that you can't often see where the next corner is, but it can bite you quick, this track, so I'm just going to take it easy, get qualified in, and see what happens tomorrow.
A full roster of disciplines, including open women's skate, open street luge, and open inline categories were represented. In this program, we bring you all the action from the open street luge and open inline categories. The action started with the qualifying series competitions, and after some tightly contested heats, Frederic Laberge of Canada emerged as the winner in the QS Open Luge category, with his fellow countryman Rylan English in second and Tatiana Hill securing third place. During the warm-up and practice runs, an unfortunate accident ruled Ulrich Becker of Germany out of the competition with bruised lungs as he had to be attended to in hospital. With the elimination of Carlos Buitargo of Colombia in the quarterfinals, a field of 8 racers are now ready to do battle in the semifinals. The first heat saw Andy Lally, Colby Parks, Rylan English, and Camilo Montes battle it out. With Lally hot off his win in Utah, the American rider is eager to repeat his success.
I'm trying to have fun, but going to be disappointed if I don't come out of here P1, fastest time, everything. I just want to be the fastest all the time, but I've got awesome competition here with Fred, with Colby, with Abdiel, with a lot of these guys. So I know I got my work cut out for me, and it's going to be a tough one.
Another important name in this heat is last year's world champion Colby Parks, who hasn't had the season he hoped for, but the Canadian native is looking to finish his year with a podium spot.
A victory would be great, but even a podium and honestly just getting home in one piece. So over the winter I can train hard and be ready for next year, because I think 2026 is going to be even better, and just finish the race and be healthy and come back strong for next year.
Yeah, first of the Luge semi-finals, Andy Lally, Colby Parks, Raggy English, Camilo Montez. But they know anyone at this stage of a race has ridden well. They will be giving it absolutely everything. And the first of the semi-finals gets underway. Not the best of starts from Colby Parks, but Lally powering away. Raggy English on the right-hand side of the road might just be about to lose the position to Colby Parks. He's going to try and settle in second place, get in the slipstream of Andy Lally, who...
Yeah, no doubt. And with Raggy English so close up behind Colby Parks, he's going to be pressuring to try to find some way to get around here. You can already tell he's sneaking out of the slipstream to see if he's got enough speed. You know, he's getting around outside there. Is he going to make something happen? Not quite. It almost cuts in on him too. He's really itching to find a way to make a pass here.
Makes himself very big on the road, but these two 4th and 5th in qualifying and are battling hard for a place in the final. And look at this, Raggy English in the slipstream of Colby Parks. Which way is he going to go? He's going to try and dive down the inside. Colby Parks, though, just shuts the door nicely. Is there another opportunity for Raggy English through this next section? No, Parks has got the speed. Lally is off and away in this one. Here might be a chance. Too far behind now, though.
Maybe now he's got a little bit of space, so Raggy will try to reel that back in, and Raggy in the bails.
Raggy English out of the race. Colby Parks now has second place to himself. Lally is on one here, as he usually is. And for Colby Parks, well, he was in a real battle early on, and that's the danger, isn't it, Adam?
If you press too much, you just run out of road at a certain point, and that seems like maybe what happened to Raggy English there. But Andy Lally, Colby Parks will be cruising through that one cleanly and comfortably.
Parks and Lally into the final.
In the second heat, Abdelmadzan, Frederick Laberge, Tatiana Hill, and Herrera Mojica raced for their places in the final. The most important name in this heat, without a doubt, is multiple world champion Abdelmadzan. The Malaysian-born rider guaranteed his 2025 World Championship status in Utah and is now here to enjoy the racing and possibly bag another win.
The season has seen growth, a lot of riders coming in each round, and the Europeans came out in full force, Americans especially for Park City. So I'm really excited to see where the future of the WDSC takes us next year. I'm really excited.
Another name to look out for in Heat 2 is Tatiana Hill, better known as Rose, who will be the only female racing among the men and hoping to challenge the pack for the final.
Racing with the guys are actually giving me more of a challenge because they're actually so much faster than I am, and they're basically teaching me what lines to take, what are faster, and what I could also accomplish and learn. And it's just such a challenge because you have to keep up with these guys, and they're way faster than I am.
Now second of the Luge semi-finals. Abdelmadzan qualified in second place. Laberge is in green, Rose Hill in blue to the right of Madzan, and Mojica Herrera in yellow. This is WDSC, this is Street Luge. We have been treated to some epic battles this season, and we're going to see more of the same here. Lightning quick hands from Abdelmadzan. Laberge is a bigger man, might take a few extra seconds to get up to speed, but once he is up to speed, he is quick.
Running away with it pretty good. Abdiel, fantastic start from Abdiel. He really, a lot of power out of the gate there. A huge start from him. Rosehill, just seeing her feet come in there. She's pulling up on Frederick Laberge.
So, and Laberge, he gives you a lot of space, room to slipstream, doesn't he? And Rosehill's a little smaller, could maneuver that street luge really well and almost makes the pass. Laberge shutting the door, but she is putting some serious pressure on Laberge. Madzil at the front on his own, and now as the speed builds, this is where Laberge is starting to pull away again, but Rosehill not out of it yet.
Yeah, Rose pressuring so hard through that section, but she's going to need to find some draft there and a way to increase that pace just a little bit if she wants to try another attack there.
less pressure on the board, whereas LeBurge has got to work really hard to go through these turns, and you can see that Rose Hill, I think, is closing the gap again. Abdel Madzan is going to take this one. See, blasting past us through the fixed camera. Madzan's got it. There is LeBurge. Where is Rose Hill? Well, a little too far behind as we're on the final turn. So LeBurge, who was put under pressure in the mid part of the course, comes through in second place. But some big positives to take for Rose Hill moving into the Consi final there.
Now, before the Luge final, let's have a look at the Open Inline men's category. In the inline competition, 16 riders from 4 different nations competed on the course with a strong Colombian presence in the field. Among the standouts from Colombia was Carlos Quiroga, who previously won round 2 in Erzincan. That victory gave him a major advantage in the race for a championship spot in El Salvador.
Las expectativas están muy altas, realmente me siento muy bien, estoy preparado.
The expectations are really high, but I'm very confident, relaxed. It's going to be a very good competition with friends, although sometimes they won. And what we want is for you to just enjoy the events.
Ustedes solamente disfruten del espectáculo que nosotros estamos preparados para darles a ustedes.
In the first quarterfinal heat, as expected, Quiroga got off to a strong start and quickly took the lead. Hernandez moved into second place after the third turn. Juan Sanchez dropped to third, but on the long straight, Agudelo slammed into the bales, allowing Sanchez to move into third position. Sanchez then managed to pass Hernandez and moved into second. At the 7th turn, both Sanchez and Hernandez went into the hay bales but were able to continue. On the 9th turn, Sanchez fell again, allowing Hernandez to pass him and secure second place. Quiroga crossed the line in first. In the second quarterfinal heat, Nicolas Barajas lined up in red, Juan Martin Munoz in green, Alejandro Torres in blue, and Juan Gomez in yellow. Munoz took the lead after the opening turn, with Barajas settling into second. Barajas held his position until the 7th turn, when Gomez attempted to move past him but lost control to end up in the bales. Munoz finished first, and Barajas claimed second to advance to the semifinals. The third quarterfinal heat featured Camilo Barrera in red, Johan Alzate in green, Maya Santiago in blue, and Tiziano Ferrari in yellow. Early on, Barrera delivered a flawless start and took the lead. Alzate followed in second, with Santiago in third. Midway through the course, Alzate couldn't control his speed and took a tumble, with Santiago joining him seconds later. Both riders continued, but on the 7th turn, as Santiago attempted to pass Alzate, he crashed again. In the end, Barrera finished first, with Alzate holding on for second. In the last quarterfinal heat, only 3 riders competed: Daniel Restrepo in red, Danny Barrera in green, and Leonard Ojeda in blue. Danny Barrera made a strong start, took the lead immediately, and never looked back. Both Restrepo and Ojeda fell in the early stages of the race, but Restrepo recovered well and managed to finish in second place. And now, with the quarterfinals complete, we head to the semifinals as we connect with a live commentary.
This is a very, very different race course, though. But it tests the skills in a different way.
Yeah, it is absolutely. It's technical. It doesn't quite have the blasty straightaway speed. I mean, of course, it's still ripping fast, but definitely a different kind of track than.
We're seeing Quiroga at the back of the pack, I believe, at the moment now, just starting to make his way through the field, gets up into third.
You know, the comfortability with which he made that first pass makes me think, you know, he's just biding his time. And look, here he is, just powering through.
Power.
Gomez got a little bit of work to do. He's going to have to pick something up. He's still in touch, like you said, but he's definitely going to have to find some pace on. I couldn't believe the power with which Quiroga came around.
In the bales.
Must have been Restrepo in the bales,
So,
and now
yeah,
Gomez
Restrepo.
Agudelo suddenly in an advancing position.
Quiroga followed by Gomez Agudelo, and he's celebrating already. He's going to hit the final. And our winner from Erzincan is in the final again. Carlos Quiroga. He worked for it, but he's got it. Second of the Open Inline semi-finals lined up. Camilo Barrera in red, Dani Barrera in green, Delgado Restrepo in blue, Alzate in yellow. Beautiful looking start, a lot of power on display there from Dani Barrera, and he storms into top spot.
And a move up the inside, and they're going to trade it just back. Dani Barrera will take the position right back. That was a nice move from him to let it slip through and then just pick it right back up. But Delgado Restrepo tracking, tucking right behind him, seeing if he can make any kind of move here, make another move around. And one down.
No.
Dani Barrera's down and in the bales.
Camilo Barrera was lurking in third place and now senses the opportunity to storm ahead in El Salvador, the second semi-final of the Open Inline.
Yeah, just a couple raindrops coming down here at the finish line. I don't know what it looks like further on the hill, but if it's drizzling a little more, that could be what happened to Dani Barrera up there. Maybe lean a little over on it and ended up catching a little bit of a wet spot.
That is Alzate. He's had his problems in this race as well. Dani Barrera crossing the line in third place. Carlos Quiroga, the fastest man in qualifying yesterday. He has the red in green. Camilo Barrera, he looks like he's going to be over on the right-hand side of the road wearing blue. Daniel Delgado Restrepo, and in yellow will be Nicolas Gomez Barajas. Open Inline final gets underway, and powering away out of the gate is Carlos Quiroga. He is going to settle into top spot. It's a good start from Gomez Agudela as well, up into second place, running in third right now. Delgado Restrepo in fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. And you saw Barrera there just letting Quiroga know, hey, I'm right here. Didn't quite want to make the pass yet, but we'll see if the amount of challenge. Shoot, Barrera in the bales. Huge
big
crash.
Slam. So up into second, Delgado Restrepo. Barrera at the back of the pack. Gomez Agudelo, the rider that goes down. He was in second place. And that's not going to give anyone any confidence at the top of the hill to get racing again. But these men skate out of these turns, blasting down this straightaway. Oh, and Quiroga, is he down? No, he was just braking. I thought he was got down for a second. Yeah, just that leg out, just one of the braking techniques that these riders use. Well, we still got three men standing, and this one is not over yet. It's pretty treacherous out there, and these men break in hard into this next turn. Almost a hook up there from the man in blue, Delgado Restrepo.
And with a move around the outside, Quiroga now back in second place. Barrera takes the lead and pushes there right in front of Quiroga. Quiroga now having to struggle to stay in second.
Well, the action at the front of the race right now. Quiroga dropping down into second place. Barrera making the pass, but it's not done yet. This one's going right down to the line. What can Quiroga do?
Quiroga
he's hooked it! He's hooked it up in the bales on the inside, tries to get back on his feet. The win is going to go to Camilo Barrera, gets number one today. Well, drama right at the end of the race.
It was a very hard race. The competitors are very, very strong, but I think I kept it in the mind, and I did it! Yeah!
So the final results have Camilo Barrera in first, Daniel Restrepo in second, Carlos Quiroga in third, and Nicolas Barajas in fourth. In the World Championship standings, Carlos Quiroga makes it to the top of the podium with Armando Hernandez in second and Camilo Barrera in third.
Es muy lindo ser el campeón de este campeonato.
It's very nice to be the champion of this World Championship. It's been a big effort from the last race in Turkey. It was a race where I was third but getting points, but I lead. It's a good event, it's a big event. So that was a big spectacle for all the audience and people. And I'm very grateful because I have a lot more to give, and I'll see you there in 2026.
Más por dar. Así que nos vemos en el 2026.
It's now time for the Luge final, but just before the start, a brief shower passed over the track, changing the conditions on the course. With the surface affected, riders headed out for a track inspection to assess the situation. After completing their inspections, the riders made their decision. Despite the challenging conditions, the final was officially on. We go back to our live commentary team.
Lally, the top qualifier, the winner last time out in Park City, will have the red leg sleeve on. Abdil Madsan, three-time WDSC champion. I know he's got titles as well. He is in green to the left of Andy Lally. Frederic Laberge from Canada in blue. Colby Parks over on the right-hand side of the road in yellow. He was fifth in Park City. We get the Open Luge final underway, the final race for these men this season. Look at the start from Madsan. He's put Andy Lally under some serious pressure, and that is the dream start for the man from Malaysia. Now, this is kind of what we want to see, because it means Lally is going to have to try and make a pass, and he might make a pass early on the inside. Madsan's left a lot of room for Lally there, and Lally takes the spot back. Here comes Laberge as well.
Yeah, huge move to get that pass done early from Lally after losing it off the push. Definitely going to be pleased with that little maneuver, and he builds himself a little bit of a buffer here and leaves some of the fight just behind him. And he's going to look to capitalize on that position there and try to get away from Madsan a little bit. But Madsan definitely not going to give it up that easy. Challenging Andy Lally to see if he can find a way back up through. He's going to have to just step over his head there.
Well, maybe the road is still just a little bit slippy in places, but it's all to play for. And Laberge round the outside of Madsan. Andy Lally's pushing at the moment as well. This is all going all over the place here. Lally is not done with this one yet. He is going to get put under pressure by Laberge. And Madsan down in third place. So, and here comes Colby Parks. He's got a bit of clear racetrack, and Colby Parks is absolutely motoring from fourth. He's going to ride past Madsan into third place, and Colby Parks doesn't want to finish in third. He wants to see if he can take another spot.
What an incredible move from Colby Parks. He's going to go for it again around the outside. Is he going to turn it into a double and squeeze by Andy Lally as well?
I think he's got him. Colby Parks is in the lead, but Lally trying to take the place back. Abdil Madsan back in fourth place on the inside. It is Colby Parks. Tries to shut the door on that apex on the right-hander with Lally in second. Laberge in third place. All sorts of drama in the luge. No, it's not. It's Laberge in fourth and Madsan up into third place.
Wow, Colby Parks, what an insane maneuver, getting 3 passes done in a matter of just a couple turns there, and someone's in the bails! It's Colby Parks!
Oh no! Oh no! All the hard work is done. Here's Andy Lally trying to hold off a fast charging Abdil Madsan through the final section. Oh, it feels so bad for Colby Parks here, but Andy Lally does go 2 from 2. Madsan takes second, Laberge third. Drama from start to finish, Adam.
What an amazing race and a truly phenomenal finish. Andy Lally claimed the victory, with Abdil Madsan finishing second. Frederic Laberge secured third place, while Colby Parks completed the final in fourth.
Coming into the 9, I was in first place. I couldn't really believe it. So going into 9, I'm like, I knew Andy had the better roll speed, so I really had to send it hard through 9. But it went a bit too hard and hit the hay, but it's okay, I'm fine, no injuries, and happy my teammate Fred got another third place, and just learned for next time. But going from fourth to first was amazing. Passing people is my favorite thing, so I'm not even mad about it. It's great.
It was very crazy. So much thing happened. So it's been two races that I do, 2 third place, and I'm very, very proud of what I did and the progress that I'm doing, and being in the field with my friends and all those amazing racers is awesome.
We're here, we enjoyed the event, put on a show, and we all said, you know, let's do this safely, and we pushed out. Everyone just gave all the energy. Everyone was passing each other. That was really exciting to watch. Hopefully we'll get to see the GoPro footage.
We had a chance to do something crazy. We sat at the top of the hill and said, we didn't come all the way to El Salvador to get treated as nicely as we have by the government. The people here, the locals, the whole WDSC community, WGSF, to not try to put on a show. It's a whole lot easier for us to put on a show than it is stand up, because they're risking so much more. But we talked at the top of the hill and said, let's just go for it. Like 3 or 4 lead changes, and Colby's crazy attempt to go through 9 almost flat. We made some memories, so it's been a blast. Awesome event, insane hill. Just happy to go back-to-back from Salt Lake City to here to close out the year. Look forward to 2026, see if we can do that some more. And one last thing, we're dedicating this win and this race to Ulrich Becker. Get well soon, buddy. We're thinking about you. Hoping you get well and get on this board again and come race with us.
In the championship standings, Abdelmajzan returned to the top after a year away. Ulrich Becker, though absent from this race, moved into second place, and Colby Parks claimed third place in the overall standings. That completes an unprecedented 5 rounds of the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship in 2025. As we wrap up in El Salvador, 2026 promises more races, more adrenaline, and more speed. The race was on.
Here we go, folks, the Open Street Luge World Downhill Skateboarding Championship.
Abdelmajzan is dominating at the front of
turn number 5, beautiful pass.
Oh, huge crash there! David Frager.
Colby Parks almost making contact.
Oh no! Pantograph is down. Side by side. Marco Menino from Italy grabs it on the line. Unbelievable racing.